So come on in, take a sip, let's wind down. It's a Thursday, which is the beginning of my favorite part of the week. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. This is where I really, really, really love doing the puzzle, right? Solving the grid. Although I will say that yesterday's grid was pretty challenging for a Wednesday. I really did think that was pretty cool. So here we go. Today we're winding down with the 2020 Château Sainte. It's a Languedoc. And I've had the 21 on before. I've had a 22, but I saw the 2020 and I thought, well, this might be something I need to go ahead and put my hands around. And on the nose, very cassis, but it also has a certain metallic minerality, and it is quite pleasant. On the nose as well, I'm thinking. Really kind of hard to pinpoint. Maybe a plum or something along those lines. I would normally just characterize it as a black stone fruit, but this is a little bit sweeter, like a plum mulberry perhaps. Very nice on the nose. I think more tannic than soft. Nice finish. A bit of a bite on the tongue. I'm wondering if maybe it needs to calm a bit. I mean, I just poured it. We'll see how it is after, or once we begin the Guardian grid, which is right after this one. So we'll see if that calms a bit. And if it does, super. I'll give a full report tomorrow. But in the meantime, this is not a terrible wine at all. It may just be that it needs to breathe a bit since it's been cooped up in a bottle for 5 years. It's always funny to me how some do and some don't. Anyway, let's hop into our grid. Let's see what we got today. So we have a David Steinberg construction today, edited by Will Short. So good to hear myself saying that every single time. And let's go ahead and hop into our grid, see what we got going here now. Okay, leftover bits. 5 letters. X communicates. This might be a direct message thing. Like a filthy flu, could be sooty. Now I feel really good about DMs, but it could be IMs, I guess. I'm not really all that familiar with X, Twitter, whatever it's called. Kidlit character whose name rhymes with its book's title character. I have no idea. And leftover bits. I guess these could be dregs. It's not something I ever really appreciate finding in my wine, though I know it's an occurrence. Kidlit character. Oh, poo and rue. Got it. Rue. Okay. Maybe it's just a lethargic Thursday for me. Taco Tuesday, lethargic Thursday. I don't know. I'll get through this. Jason, who plays Aquaman, and I guess this is Momoa. And shook one's defender in sports lingo, and that would be got open. So states something with authority, maybe says so. Absolutely dominate, could just be to own. All right, well then, okay, super. So chop. Well, if it were chop, I'd be like now, but I think it's just a chop. So maybe we're talking about hewing something. Now this here, it's connected to 23 across, which says, here come the hiccups, pants in which you may carry a pen. Okay. I don't know. Pants in which you might carry a pen. Well, hopefully this will come to me. Sure hate to have egg on my face on the first day of the perfect part of the week for me. Nest piece. I guess it could be a twig. That's what I see most of them made of, or blades, right? But ain't got enough room for that. Oven option, perhaps gas. Tomato type. How about aroma? Aroma. Small handful. I think we're talking about a child here. Let's go with an imp. Try to win over, maybe to woo. Bad comment to hear from your surgeon. Oops. Yeah, that would suck. I don't know. I mean, I want to say these are trousers, but I don't know how that would work with maybe got open or any of that. Let's see what we can figure out here. Salt Lake blank, broadcasting home for radio's music and the spoken word since 1929, and I'm not sure. I'm thinking that's the tabernacle, though. They might be kept on someone suspicious, maybe tabs. Book you won't get lost in, perhaps an atlas, unless you don't know how to read one. 2000s HBO series about a polygamous family. Oh, wasn't that Big Love or something? On Task could be at it, which makes me thinking this probably is Tabernacle. And just do a quick check of the A or something. Didn't cook one's food, maybe ate raw. And ring call for short would be a TKO. Okay, so pants in which you might carry a glove. Broccoli feature could be a stem. I'm sorry. I'm just staring at this like, well, I'm trying to figure out what this is all about. Compact Volkswagens. I guess these would be Jettas, and they may be compact in the U.S., but in Germany or all over Europe, that's a pretty big car. Yeah, you should see the parking spots over here. I'm telling you. Meals at boot camps. I guess that could be messes. I wasn't in the Navy or the Marine Corps, so I can't really speak to it. Skating performance. Pupil. This is to aperture. As iris is to diaphragm. Back talk could be sass. We're on the right route here. We're taking the right road, I think. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. Do we have rebuses going on? And if so, what's the one letter that fixes it? Pro wrestler John Cena. Word before peace or planet, and I'm assuming inner. Grounds. Maybe a reason. Why not? Husband of Sif in Norse myth. North Miss. Thor. I guess this is an ice show. Never heard of that before in my life, though. An ice show? I did go watch some people from Nepal carve a bunch of ice one time into like really amazing things, like chainsaws and chisels and stuff. It was a pretty cool thing. Maybe that was what I would have considered in an ice show, maybe until now. So, look, we got blue jeans here. We got trousers down there. The trousers would make a U. And blue, the U in blue would make a U. So, I don't know. I think that's Big Love, and I'm fairly certain that this is got open. And actor, I guess, O'Shea Jackson Jr. Oh, I hope this comes to me soon. I figure it out, right? Pass it on. Okay, how about a baton? Love those clue answers. Creative class, I guess art. Hearty slow cooker meals. What the U's in this puzzle solution represent. And that looks like it might be pockets or jackets. Greek goddess of spring. And that's Persephone, but I don't know. I better. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to put down here. But let me check this. This is an O. Previous. Describe in a story, maybe to tell of. So I guess we've got salsa verde. So lucky to have had something already there because, gosh, 5 letters, fuego, it could be anything. It could be blanco, I mean. So I guess previous could be old. And yeah, I guess the hearty slow cooker meals could be beef stews. Pest that can be a pet. No, I bet that's a rat. So maybe beef roasts. Pants in which you may carry a key. Okay, but just real quick. What the U's in this puzzle solution represent. And I know that I would normally have a U here on trousers. And I think I would normally have a U here, what looks like to be blue jeans. So I'm going to just approach this like that for now. I don't know what else to do. Pants in which you might carry a key. Dubliners authors, James Joyce. I think that was the first big book I ever read. I loved it. Mars by another name would be Aries. Crew item, maybe an oar. Does anyone know what the little ring that the oar sits in is called? That's one of those useless things that I always seem to know. A thole. Thole. A thole. Delicacy. Maybe. Oh, maybe tact. Okay, maybe. Spanish title. How about señorita? Pants in which you may carry a phone. Okay, so now I've got, I know, so Persephone. So that would be a Phone that's going in there. Mark for life could be to scar. And that gives me this C. I think this is a corduroy. No, I'm trying to do a spelling that doesn't exist, I think. Corduroy. So I guess that's her pockets. And in that pocket, you're carrying Persephone. The phone of Persephone. Okay, so then pants in which you may carry a pen. So that would be got O-P-E-N, P-N. Okay, got it finally. And making sure we're on here. So that's big love. That's going in there. I tell you, this is just so, it's really got my mind going like crazy directions. So well done, David Steinberg. Very well done. Pants in which you may carry a key. I have no idea. So some of these include coupons and maybe ads. And strong desire. Mirage image, maybe an oasis. Big name in commercial trucks. blank out, intimidate us by appearing very confident, and I guess we could talk about being psyching out. Yeah, my mind's going 1,000 miles per second here. This Y, assuming I'm correct. No, psych, not sice. Good Lord. Herb with a silent H, and I guess this would be time. And so maybe because of this Y, I'm going to go with writer. The Manhattan component, rye. Bark beetle's target is the elm. Word with may or d, day. Snake-like in a way. Don't really ever think of them as scaly, but okay. So I guess this could be a thirst. Sulfur property. Stick in a bucket. It can be a mop. Vanilla holders would be pods. Well, you want to talk about price gouging somewhere. These things are expensive in the States. You want to buy a vanilla pod with beans in it? Here in Germany, from like the nature store, like the high price nature store, maybe €6. Maybe. Really more like 3. Crazy. How about me? Okay, I'm thinking I do, because I think this is an odor, the sulfur property. I don't know. Fish whose most plentiful species are the Atlantic and Pacific cod. And so I guess we've got a shortened form of Mickey Mouse here. But I think we're... well, obviously we're going to have a U here, but yeah, I think we're talking about Jodhpurs, depending on your pronunciation. I always give it a YJ for some reason, probably because of the German influence in my language. Matches or watches? I'm going with the verb. I'm going to go with C's. You know, I'll see your 20 and raise you 50 kind of a thing. Certain young parent could be a teen dad. Made a sudden turn, maybe veered. And apt surname for Scarlet. Scarlet Red, that'd be funny. Junos is roughly 9 times New York City's area. And script divisions would be scenes and make a basket. Maybe score. I was thinking score, but I was like is it music? Let's see. How do we do, Bob? I'm not too confident with this one. Well, my lack of confidence was misplaced, but having learned my lesson earlier, I think we should admire our puzzle and see if this does anything. And yeah, we missed the illustration from yesterday too. I did just post it in the community forum if you haven't had a chance to see it. Just interesting how they just elongated, you know, like long John, you know, silver and that kind of thing. It was pretty cool, but I'm gonna have to make it a point to start doing this at the end of each grid, because sometimes all I see is the time banner. But yeah, okay, so got open, pen, trousers. So I see this is the pockets here, and this works really nice for me. This was a brilliantly constructed grid, David Steinberg. Sorry, I don't mean to pronounce your name in German. David Steinberg. I'm going to anglicize it. Yeah, I mean, I'm really just thunderclapped over this one. I don't even know what to do. I feel like I got really lucky because it could have just been anything. And I mean, I was trying to play by the rules that it was putting out there, but it was really not a... This was no joke, this one, right? This was a pretty crazy grid, and very much worth solving. Bravo, David Steinberg. Fantastic work here. Let's bring down our bannière d'adieu And wow, that's going to be hard to top as far as Thursdays go, right? Oh, man. And I can already report that the 2020 Château Sainte is already calming down a bit. So it just needed a good 15, 20 minutes to kind of get its attitude right. But just think about it. If you were tucked away for 5 years, you'd probably want to be able to get out and breathe a little bit, brush your teeth, comb your hair, take a shower, all that stuff too, right? I mean, just wanted to make itself more presentable, and I can appreciate that big time. So I just want to thank everybody. I've picked up a few new subscribers, and I appreciate that. Just trying to get to 600 by my birthday, which is on March 8th. So if you haven't yet subscribed, I would really appreciate that. It would mean so much to the channel, and thank you for those of you who consistently come back and you became and you remain a part of this beautiful community, and I appreciate every one of you more than you'll ever know. So thank you for all of that. In the meantime, be good to yourselves, and be great to your friends and your neighbors and your family, of course, but also be nice to that person behind you in line. Be kind. Everybody's fighting their own private battle these days, as Ian McLaren said. I don't believe that was ever attributed to Plato or Socrates or Aristotle correctly. I could be wrong. Correct me if I must be. In the meantime, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Chin. Be well out there, and we will see you on the morrow for the Friday Grid.